I made like a little put together team just to play with because I wanted all my favorite players on the team. So, got Ezekiel Elliott, running back, Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, Michael Thomas, Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Travis Kelce on offense. I even picked Jason Kelce. I didn't play center because I like Travis Kelce. My defense is pretty stacked. J.J. Watt, Aaron Donald, Luke Kuechly, Jadeveon Clowney, Jalen Ramsey, and Richard Sherman on the same team. So, a lot of ego on defense. I actually forgot to get a defensive tackle. I don't know how, but I did. I also have Khalil Mack on my defense, left linebacker, one of the better players on the team. So, man, I'm just going to play a game, and I'm going to play this like every other day, maybe every day, play 1 or 2 games, post them on my YouTube. Maybe some of y'all like it, maybe. Play on all Madden, I think. All Pro, all Madden. I think all Pro, actually. So, not really that impressive if I win by 20. I'll play with Carolina's offense.
First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, right now I got
the Madden soundtrack is like not bad at all. I like it actually a lot.
Right now, need crew up right now, cause we two up right now.
I only have 27 subscribers right now, so it's not that good, but maybe later I can get a couple more.
An AFC West showdown right out of the gate. Hey, it's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Alex Smith is gone. This is Patrick Mahomes' team now, as his Chiefs are on the road to face a team that's got a lot of preseason buff.
I throw the ball right on here
NFL
because
takes
it's
us to
like
the
impossible to run
StubHub
it.
Center, 20 miles south of downtown LA. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Kansas City
But I
Chiefs
score a lot of points,
and the
but I
Los
got like the
Angeles
greatest team
Chargers.
ever assembled in Madden, so I shouldn't have a problem doing anything,
And he'll
honestly.
elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the
let's go.
touchback.
I asked coach on defense because I'm not really a defensive-minded person. I usually try to play with a lineman, J.J. Watt, maybe. Yeah. You ain't really got no responsibility, so I can't mess up that bad.
Rivers on first down.
This guy's walking. Okay, he's wide open.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being
starting off
corralled.
like that, guys.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great
rush.
Okay, let's go.
He's taken down.
That's actually like,
These
I don't even know
strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Oh my.
Second down, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 4 yards on the completion.
Whoever my viewer is, let me know who you
down.
are so I can talk to you. You can
I think
pick some
defensively
plays
you're
out.
okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on.
J.J.
And I
Watt,
like what you
like
just
I said
said.
earlier,
First quarter,
mostly
and you do it
playing
all
line.
game long. They
Oh,
catch
yeah.
it, you tackle them, they
Not
go
me
down to the spot.
responsibility.
Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks
So I
of
can't mess
yardage
up bad.
after the catch. Now you
fourth
put the
down.
offense in a
Like I
position
said,
where
this is the best
every
team I've ever,
series
like, put
they have to
together
work
on
hard
Madden,
to
so
pick
it's
up
gonna be
first
hard to
downs,
mess up.
and you tend to stall them out when you do
I don't know
that.
who my return man
Instead
is.
of throwing it downfield, Charles, they
Tyreek
just tried to
Hill.
dump
Okay,
it
that's gonna
underneath
be-
there. You like the call?
Should be a
I
good
do.
return
I
right
think
here.
it's a high
Too fast.
percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to
Oh,
use
yeah.
his legs and
Oh,
his
yeah.
elusiveness
Let's go.
to make people
Let's
miss
go.
and pick up
Please.
the first down. In this
Please.
case, it didn't happen.
Let's go. That's a pretty damn
That
good
looked for
return
a
right
second
there.
like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a
60-yard return.
massive
It's not
return.
bad at all.
And the
60-yard
Chiefs will have
return right
excellent field position here as they take over.
Go to the gun. I try to spread it out first play. for a stick right here.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Travis Kelce is my favorite player. I'm going to try to get it to him. If he's not open, I'm going to just smash Tyreek Hill.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Nobody's guarding him.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
After a few games, maybe
they
after
get 6
Christmas,
on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I watch a bunch of Madden streamers and
a little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That is caught at the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
For that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they...
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Joey Bosa. I thought about it.
Able to drop it for a loss of a couple.
We're going to get this heavy
Such a highly talented product out of Ohio State. Bosa has not disappointed in the NFL.
Not even close. Rookie of the year out of the ball. You're thinking running back, fullback.
Throughout this YouTube video and my future YouTube videos of this season,
down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away.
This team's pretty stacked. Hope I don't lose with this team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start
this is like my
at
first
the 25.
Stream ever on Madden.
These Chargers, Charles, 9-7 in their first year back in the greater L.A. area under first-year coach Anthony Lynn. And Rivers continues to lead a gritty team. They went 9-3 after the 0-4 start last year. But look, still have just one playoff appearance in 8 seasons, and they have not won the AFC West since 09.
And you and I both know they know it, too. And Phillip Rivers,
there goes Melvin Gordon, the 30. 20.
Touchdown. Wow, that's awful defense. I try to hit stick from like 20 feet away.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great run as an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
I take a lot of shots deep downfield because
for these Chiefs, Charles, another trip to the playoffs in
like
2017, but another early exit. And if you're a Chiefs fan, you probably continue to feel unfulfilled with the lack of postseason success. Look, it's been nearly a half-century since their last Super Bowl appearance way back in Super Bowl 4.
Yeah, that's tough for their fans because they've been teased a little bit. Remember, last year in the regular season, they opened up the year going to New England and beating the Patriots. They also, early in the season, at home, beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Both of those teams played for the Super Bowl last year, so you know Kansas City's on that level. They need to continue to be opportunistic on defense. They take the ball away from people a lot. Plus 16 2 years ago, plus 15 last year. And then Patrick Mahomes. Expect many more downfield shots throwing the football. That means Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce will benefit. So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Lamar Jackson on this set right here.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. That has some precision in throwing the football.
Oh, man, almost broke out.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Pretty good run out there.
And that was a nice strong run by the guy they call the field general.
I might start playing some Madden some more because I'm having a pretty good time right now. I like streaming. Got Tyreek Hill on the field, Mike Evans running the corner, Kelsey coming across the middle.
Now this time Mahomes will throw.
Oh, wrong button.
Incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run.
And the Chiefs' new starter, Patrick Mahomes, with his first NFL touchdown pass.
Salute to Johnny Manziel. I might sign Johnny Manziel for the next game.
Timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Maybe extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Let's just kick it deep.
Butker now to kick this one away.
It's a lot easier to be good at Madden than be good at Fortnite.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On second down, Rivers again. Shakes off the sack.
Oh, man.
Back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
All right, we got Janae McClain coming off the edge.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Coming on the blitz, he gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, not going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing now is Mahomes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
It's done it like 6 times. And if you try to just audible out of it, run the slants, maybe that'll actually work. Okay, bro, I got a huge check at wideout right now. I'm my fullback.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Jackson was a fucking track.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 31.
Tyreek Hill, he should.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Butker now to kick this one away.
The worst player on my team right now is
That's fielded in the end zone.
I thought that I was going to be able to pick
and
up
no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I like him.
This offense trots back out there now as they do, Charles. One thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you get
I wouldn't have allowed the same type of rushing
touchdown. Here he goes. No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go. So you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it,
this guy right here, I don't know who
wedges
he is.
that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys, no more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught.
A 75-yard
so to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well.
I remember him, like, he was like the first thing that ever went viral.
If you have the right people back there.
2 minutes remaining here in the first half.
The first thing I remember going viral.
We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Basketball guy, that was like one of the first couple things that I've ever known of going viral. JJ Watt, try to call it the middle right here.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, it's an offense. You know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Zeke's a really good player, but I just don't run the ball that much. I'm trying to give him some carries.
First down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage.
Probably going to scramble.
You went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense here.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Escaping the Browns. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
After he got the 1st down, he
so they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
First turnover of the game.
It's one of those things where I usually have bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there?
I run the ball so much.
I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try.
Other than that, I don't throw just like a whole lot of interceptions unless it's late game.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Man, it's not even halftime yet.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Somebody's got it.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Xavier Clowney got a big hit right there.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So we reach halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the score,
he's got the lane, and there he goes.
Let's go. That never happens.
For a Kansas City touchdown.
This is streamer luck. I know it is.
Lamar Jackson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, game second half, no matter what. Those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Chargers offense, they get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit, he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to someone puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And this will be taken at the 13.
The animation
blocking
right there
nearly sprung him as it is. It'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with a recipe of the ground
game. Got 28
game.
points right now. Lamar Jackson's responsible for 14.
On second down, Elliott. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4.
Zeke
now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Jackson probably has 100 rushing yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll try and run forward with Elliott. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
My receiver didn't even see the guy coming.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
We could probably get 5 or 6 yards on this game.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. The punter wing is on as he sends this one away.
He's a pretty good punter.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Punt ain't bad if it's pinning them. Send the heat right here.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Incomplete. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down throw for Rivers. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the
Antonio
first.
Gates has to be.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over.
Quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Rivers now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that is incomplete.
Kill again, which is not good for them.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
Here's Donnie Jones now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 32 that time.
So much.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And some space here. Fights free at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
I want Travis Kelce to get a touchdown on this. I'm going to try to throw it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Lamar Jackson now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Corner blitz.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Gordon. They go to him again. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
See him getting a 1st down on this defense.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, You can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense.
Decent play.
They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Provide a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Rivers not a bad player at all, but
now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw.
Gordon's been their only spark. He's had a 75-yard touchdown. Since then, he hadn't really been nothing.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Rivers, and this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Way up. I'm going to try. Oh, my God.
Pulled in at the 24. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He may try and run for this. I don't know what happened up there. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll run it with Lamar Jackson. I don't see nobody coming after him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. I don't really care about the score. I'm just trying to get some highlights here, Lamar. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if they're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught on the inside, Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Really don't want to let him score another touchdown.
First and goal, Melvin.
I don't know why he does that. Like, I have to die. I got to die.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to get it running right, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts for his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Should go for
another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And now it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Okay, he got body slam.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Lamar's
pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Fighting him off. He may try and run for this. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
That's the one they need to add.
They'll give to Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, he's just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And it's a fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now,
Kelsey's only got 2 catches
ball.
right now.
I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
I mean, I wouldn't say that was a
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
that's a bad game.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Butker able to put this one through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So this will never have one big play the whole game. It should be 7-0 right now. But I turned the ball over inside like the 20, so they got an easy field goal.
1st down, Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
The way our front's been playing. I don't even know that Aaron Donald has
Rivers now from the 50.
He's wide open.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Happens.
They'll throw again. Rivers.
Wide
this
open.
is
Antonio Gates.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Gates from 3 yards out. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Damian Williams to return it. Fights loose.
Oh, he could have broke one. Pretty dang good return. My boy was over there celebrating for something out there. Got Tyreek Hill running the street.
35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Whoever in the league is guarding.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I throw interceptions, that's why I throw interceptions.
So special every year, week 1. You had the fly over the big American flag out there before the game. All the hoopla, just having football back. So special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
Was 15 for 24 with 169 passing yards.
So for Kansas City, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
Tyreek Hill, 3. Kelce,
Thanks for
3.
tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Obviously, I have 1 field goals, 1 punt, and 30 yards. Well, guys, thanks for watching. And comment who y'all think player of the game was, who y'all think I should sign for next week's game.